these. We do them now once a month. Is that right?
Yep.
Right about once a month. And it's been a long month of Quirky, a long month of change, announcements, partnerships, progress.
So many great things.
So many great things.
Great
Most
things.
of them great this time, because there were bad things like last time we did this. But
Not so
now
great things,
we're
yeah.
on the upswing. They say, we're on the upswing.
Up and up.
All right.
All right,
Let's keep moving.
Let's move. So we have a bunch of banked questions. Let's start off with general Quirky.
Can we make Erin's mic louder so I can hear her?
Please. Just jumping right in here. Why are you guys still not into developing apps?
We're not into developing apps because that is not what this company is set up to do right now.
Okay.
We do make one app, one really freaking good app called Wink.
Yes,
And they are fantastic.
they are.
That is a great application.
Great team, too.
That is, when the hub works, it is great. Sorry about that outage, by the way, guys.
Any updates on estimated shipping for Spotter V2, Spotter Unique, and Norm?
Yes, we just had a product review meeting today. And if one of the three people in the audience right now can go and ask Justin to bring those ship dates, we can answer that question.
Fantastic.
Sorry, I don't know them off the top of my head. I do know that each of the projects are tracking based upon the last ship date we gave you. So the projects are on schedule.
Great. It seems like there's a lot of post-eval inventor bio videos. These are nice, but what about those who are shy and maybe don't want to take part in the story aspect? Is this going to be a requirement if your product gets to shelves?
We reach out to lots of inventors at Quirky that are just like, hey, this whole TV Hollywood stuff isn't for me. And then we don't, we don't ask them to do the videos. We love telling your story. Your story is our company. But if you don't want us to tell your story, that is okay. We still would like to make invention accessible to you.
So our ideas on the platform submitted still looked at twice. First during screening, and then again after it expires and we're deciding to put it into expert review or not.
May 4th is the Spotter Unique. I have a San Francisco feed. Thank you. Yes, you were asking about, did the products still be reviewed prior to eval?
Yeah, so how many?
They are right now, but with Quirky 2.0, which is on track for May, for public beta, we will not look at your ideas before eval.
Okay.
We will do a little quality assurance on making sure that your check marks are actually authentic completions of the work and not just posting like cat photos. That'll be the extent. We're not judging the work. We're just judging the fact that the work is done.
Okay.
Thrifty said, how's 2.0 coming on? Really, really well. I'm incredibly impressed by the platform team. I know it's a little delayed. It's phenomenal. It's worth the wait. And it's going to be out in May.
Who is currently selecting ideas for eval?
Ideas for eval go through a process through the community team, which is now led by the wonderful Anna Make-A-Buck-Bauer. And Terrence is a primary proponent of that eval filtration. He involves the leaders of each of the partner categories. So Mike Sullivan talks about lighting ideas that are submitted. I get involved in some of the GE ideas. We talk to the product team, and we circle up on the list of products that come to eval.
Are you going to be changing your screening requirements? Like, for instance, Barbie reiterations are largely cosmetic, so how will that affect the ideas that we choose to develop?
I mean, if you look at what we're asking for, the prerequisites to get to eval in 2.0, features, fine. That still applies to a Barbie refresh. We ask for sketches, we ask for renderings, and we ask for a video. There's nothing wrong with that. That fits.
The lightning round at eval that you've recently instituted, is that how we're going to do eval in 2.0? What's the purpose of lightning
eval
round?
in 2.0 is going to be interesting because so many ideas hopefully will make it to eval. Many more ideas will make it to eval. So we're thinking about changes to the format. Does it go a little faster? What's the best way to incorporate the feedback? It's our view that since all of the ideas will be on a level playing field when it gets to eval in 2.0, eval will move a lot quicker because we're not spending time trying to understand the inventor's intent or what the actual idea is. So we can just click on the video, we can understand the idea, we do a quick pulse, we can look at the market research project, the competition, and then go.
Cool. During town meeting last year, when you talked about Quirky questions, it was a platform.
Yes, that was a good idea.
What happened to it?
some good ideas die, unfortunately. I think what happened was we were going to build Quirky Questions on top of Quirky Classic, which is the current invention platform that you use. And then when we realized that no, we want to take on a much more ambitious project to reinvent how invention is done online, we then decided to go ahead and not do that.
I didn't even remember that.
It was good, Quirky Questions. So basically, instead of coming up with the solutions, community members would just post questions of like, what problem needs, like I have this problem, and then people can go solve it.
Then you would just get paid like that.
You would get, you were talking about the survey questions.
So
okay, that's a different platform.
A platform on which community members could answer QDS questions and get paid hard cash.
We're actually doing that in Quirky 2.0. It won't be part of the initial launch, but it will be part of the later launches. And you could just imagine, partners are going to want to do this.
Right.
Harmon's going to want to be
research,
like, hey, which
essentially.
one, and you guys will be a market research community for them. That's great.
Cool.
Next.
How much beer is consumed every eval?
I can get you those facts. Justin, can you find out from Susan how much beer is consumed at every eval? Actually, Lyons probably knows. Lion!
I think we do like one
how
a
often
week.
do we go through a keg of beer?
One keg?
Yeah.
A week?
That's a couple days.
Every couple days?
We do 2 a week.
We do 2 kegs a week at Quirky. There you go.
Great.
2 beer, 2 wine.
2 kegs of beer and 2 kegs of wine a week. Yeah, we have wine on tap. Yeah.
How do I become part of the Quirky team? I love the products, and I love your brand, especially the Wink sister
Wink
brand.
team.
Yeah.
The Wing team's great. Best team, out there in software development. They're back there. Let's get the camera on them. They're in a little war room fixing their hubs up. Can we get the camera on them? No? Trying to? Over there? Let's turn the camera around. Yeah, there we go. There's McGovern. Matt McGovern. Okay, anyway.
Anyway,
Yeah,
moving on.
careers@quirky.com, I think, is the email address.
Quirky.com/about.
Keep going. Let's go fast.
Okay, if
Gotta
Anna's
go
the voice of the
fast.
community, why is she rarely seen in the forums?
I'll
Is
take
what?
this one.
Anna, why aren't you in the forums?
I am now. I was on the marketing team. Now I'm back on the community team. I am always watching and reading. I will be responding much more. Thank you for that question.
Zing, Anna,
Keeping me
zing.
on my toes, yeah.
A while back, Quirky was trying to work out a better shipping option for Canadian customers. Is this no more since the shop is going to be closing?
Yeah, the shop's going to be closed. We still need to solve the Canadian shipping issue on wink.com, though.
Okay. Let's move on to payouts, influence, and revenue questions. Given the state of Quirky affairs at the end of 2014, how was an acquisition of Undercurrent possible?
How is the state of acquisition possible?
Yes.
Given the state of Quirky, how could we have acquired Undercurrent?
Yes.
Well, we still have cash, and we still have stock, and we still have a great company that brings in revenue and profits. We just realized that parts of our business weren't as efficient or as sustainable as we thought they were going to be, and that's what we told you in February.
How did Quirky's first quarter of 2015 go?
First quarter was ahead of plan. High five. Wow, that was coordinated. You and Justin. You and J-Bomb. It was ahead of plan. First quarters in product companies are notoriously the slowest quarters because retail returns come in and no one really buys stuff in Q1. Everyone still buys stuff in Q4. But we were ahead of the plan that we showed our board of directors, which is good.
It's great.
Yes, because if you are not in that position, sometimes it becomes difficult.
Yes. We had to reprocess all of our Quirky pay information forms, the QPIFs, to get paid out.
QPIFs.
Yep. Any idea why they're taking so long to reprocess? Is it just a volume thing?
That is a great question, which I don't know the answer to. You should get paid promptly. Is it that everyone had to redo their QPIFs? Oh, for the new year? Because it's the new year, 2015 instead of 2014.
Forms changed.
The
a little bit.
1099, whatever, the IRS stuff. That should be very quick.
I think
What's the
it's-
lead time
I think,
on that?
I think that people were getting them back and getting this all clear back in just a few days. So
Oh, okay.
I think it's just a volume thing since everyone.
All right,
had
so it
to.
might take a couple days. If it takes longer than that, you let me know, ben@quirky.com, and I'll make sure that we get you processed up real quick.
All right. Would you ever consider paying out in Bitcoin?
You are bringing up a great point. We do want to support different withdrawal mechanisms from Quirky. Bitcoin is a cool option. Other things are cool options, PayPal, etc. We've been long against this, but with the launch of Quirky 2.0 and the elimination of what's called technical debt, which is a big code base that's hard to work with, we'll be able to make changes like that to the platform very quickly.
All right, let me just pop in from the chat a couple of questions very quickly. Arthur Wilbur says, what was that about the shop closing?
Yes, Quirky.com e-commerce is going to close, not Wink.com. Quirky.com e-commerce is going to close with the launch of Quirky 2.0. We went through this in depth at the town meeting. The explanation being that we just thought that other retailers were better at being a retailer than we were. We want to be an invention company.
Yep, Zoli Honig, what is the policy for making a product that already exists but for the Wink ecosystem? For example, Norm could be considered a competitor to Nest. Is there a Wink exclusive product?
No, no Wink partner has an exclusive partnership with Wink, which is why Quirky competes with Wink. Quirky competes with Nest. Honeywell competes with Nest. Cree competes with GE light bulbs. Philips competes with Philips light bulbs, Cree light bulbs, and GE light bulbs. It is we are all frenemies in the connected home space.
Anything else, Anna?
Aaron, back to you.
Okay. On to Quirky 2.0, starting with some general questions. May 18th, when the community beta sets to launch, will there be 2 Quirky sites running at the same time?
There will be a brief period where we're running both platforms. When you opt into the new platform, you will no longer be able to access the old platform. So when you get invited to that beta, you got to make that choice, because once you are in 2.0, there ain't no turning back.
Okay.
And then we only think that beta will be about 2 weeks. Just get the bugs out, and then we're going to hit it live. Everyone will be moved over.
Okay, so it'll be fast.
It's going to be like 2 weeks, we think.
Okay.
It's not going to be like Gmail, like 10 years.
The current voting system on the platform is pretty dysfunctional. Typically, the idea is that
Current
get a
what
lot
is?
of current voting process.
Right, there is no voting in 2.0.
Okay. And what will
There is only one type of voting in 2.0, right? The
At
eval
eval?
vote. That's the only vote.
And
at
everyone
2.0.
gets to vote,
And everyone
community-
gets to vote at eval.
Okay.
Really cool.
Okay.
Really cool. We've been testing that.
what will product timelines look like and do on 2.0?
So there's going to be a product detail page, which is going to be sort of the main source of knowledge about the development time of a product. And this will look a lot like, it'll be a merging of a shop page on Quirky 1.0 and the timeline page. If you merge those 2 pages together, you get the product detail page on Quirky 2.0, which will both serve as like, what is the product, why is it beautiful, so on, as well as how did it get made and by who.
Kansas asks, what happens if we hate 2.0?
Then you will leave, and that will make me incredibly sad because we spent 18 months building this, and we think it's amazing.
Where do we stand on the totally private submission thing? We
Well,
had
that's
potentially talked about maybe for a small fee.
right.
Or
So you can bring your idea all the way private up to the point where you want to submit it to Quirky. At that point, you have to make it public. Someone last Q&A said, what if we wanted to pay a fee to get it evaluated? It's a good idea. I worry about the ethics of it, meaning are we going to just always look at the people that pay and not the people that don't pay? I want to give every idea a chance. That is what the business is about. So it's a good idea. We're not committing to it. At the point of submission, need to make your submission public.
Moving on to Powered by Quirky. Are, general questions first, are the partners looking through the idea feed for ideas, or are they only looking at the ones that get picked at eval?
We're only showing the partners what's picked at eval.
Okay.
And then remember, they have to accept the idea in order for it to be a real jam. And we do know the 30-day clocks are ticking. Is that going to be the next question?
They've expired on lighting.
Right, expired on lighting.
I think we're getting close on
And
Harmon. if we
Harmon's
have
close,
something.
and Toys is coming. So that is a conclusive bit of stuff.
And have the lighting inventors been notified
Have the lighting inventors been notified?
whether or not their idea is getting picked up? by
Daryl.
GE?
The 30-day? Not yet. That is a mistake on our part. We need to do that. The 30-day clock on lighting's over. Yeah, end of the month for Harmon, for audio. We will communicate with you before then. And audio, we hopefully did communicate with everyone. If not, that is our bad, and we will do that. And audio will be in the next 10 days for sure.
Okay. Do the PBQ agreements include picking up or developing a certain number of ideas?
Will eval have a certain number of ideas?
Do the Powered by Quirky agreements have a clause where they need to either pick or develop X amount of ideas?
Yes, but I can't share what that is. But I will tell you, each of these brands made a huge, multi-year, long-term commitment to this platform. It is not like running a contest on Genius Crowds or any of these other old platforms. This is a long, multi-year partnership, just like the one we had with GE. Someone asked, I want to answer, Ms. Pina said, eval voting seems somewhat imprecise now. Is it changing in 2.0? Complete rebuild. Not one line of code from Quirky 1.0 applies in Quirky 2.0.
For PBQ selected ideas, who holds the IP, Quirky or the partner?
For Quirky 2.0 ideas, so accepted ideas, IP
For-
transfers to the partner. Before it's accepted, we hold it on your behalf. If it's denied, it goes back to you.
Okay. How are the new partners being introduced to the portfolio of already picked products?
We have made these beautiful books.
They're
Justin,
huge, right?
does that toy book have a, is that in that room still? Would you mind bringing it? I'll show you how we present it. We present it very well. We want them to pick up your ideas, trust me.
All right.
I had an English intonation when you said that.
What did I say?
Is it in the room?
Would you get them, please?
Please?
Could you fetch them, please, Justin?
Okay, while he's getting that, if Powered by Quirky has been in the works for months and months, why did Quirky
6 months.
move forward? Why did Quirky move forward with non-owned category products like Squeezy and Posset?
That's a good question. And the answer there is we thought we could do it profitably, and it was the last remaining things. And because of press commitments and things like this, it was just a harder product to kill. You know, to stop making. This is what we do to present your ideas to our partners. This is the toy book, guys. Look at this. Open it up. So we were going through this with the Mattel Fisher-Price teams in the other room right now. These are educational toys and puzzles. These are all the digital launches. It's a big storybook. Trust me, we are selling them on your ideas. We love this. Look at
What
this.
kind of
They
ideas
love
are in there?
this.
Are they
This
portfolio?
is toy, baby.
everything?
Yeah, so in this book is everything picked at eval and everything in the portfolio. So even if it was picked at eval but not worked on, it's still in the book.
Okay.
And we even did it just to kind of kick the process moving. Even for those ideas, we still did a sketch. You know, so even if the inventor didn't do a sketch, just to try to sell our partners on your ideas, the industrial design team for every picked idea did just a quick concept sketch to try to sell these ideas to the partners. This is toys, baby, etc. Why is this just toys? Because this is for Mattel and Fisher-Price. There's another book. All those books are there. There's another book for home. There's another book for pets. There's another book for, there's about eight of these books, all with all the different ideas. It's the portfolio that we've worked on for 6 years. And it's a really great way to talk about your ideas to the partners.
When will the next Powered by Quirky partnership be announced?
I'm thinking like the next, we got a lot on our hands right now, right? I'm thinking it'll probably be a month and a half. We have other confirmed deals, confirmed partnerships, but we want to do an invention challenge with Mattel in May. We want to launch the platform, and we want the next Powered by Quirky announcement to happen on the new platform.
Okay.
We were hoping that all Powered by Quirky would happen on the new platform, so kind of taking a break from announcements. We do have deals in the pipeline that are done. We will be announcing about a month plus.
Moving on to Poppy. What exactly is Poppy?
Poppy is our brand of high-end connected appliances.
Are all Poppy products going to use Dash replenishment service?
Not necessarily. It's smart products, smart appliances, not products, smart appliances. And then there is a qualification. We don't want the main smarts of the product to be a remote control on your phone, right? On, off, on, off, on, off. We want it to have actual intelligence, products that think for you. So the reason why the port over all these things are exciting is they have real benefit from being connected, not just, look, I can control it with my phone.
Okay. Would you be able to use the coffee maker, the Poppy pour over, Poppy pet, and Poppy formula without the Dash?
Absolutely. The replenishment service is an opt-in. That is just an opt-in. You do not have to subscribe to use the products.
How exclusionary is the high-end kind of label?
Exclusionary. You know, I did 8th
I
grade
just
twice
made
and
that
dropped
up.
out of
That's
college.
not, no one asked that. I just
I mean,
made
it
that
might be a
question.
real word. I did 8th grade twice and dropped out of college. I have no idea. Princeton. Is exclusionary a word?
It totally is.
Borderline?
Come on, guys. Okay.
All right.
I think it is.
Is high-end elitist?
Okay.
you-
Are they asking how expensive these products are going to
Yeah.
be? Is that what they're asking? How much money are these products
Well,
going to be?
for connected appliances, are you not going to take, say, the cat litter dispenser that we have in our portfolio? Would that not fit in with the poppy?
No, I mean, we make garbage pail that dispenses pet food. How much more I mean, it's the same. It's the same thing. The problem is these aren't going to be like bargain basement prices. This isn't going to be something you buy at Walmart. I just tell you right now, it's not going to be a Walmart product. It's going to be a Williams-Sonoma product.
Okay.
It's going to be a retail fancy like place like Sur La Table, like Sur La Table.
No.
Sur La Table? You speak French, right?
I do.
Everyone see Aaron's new nose ring? It's pretty cool. Check it out. Anyway.
Will you be looking for testers for the poppy products, and can we sign up?
We always look for beta testers. You can email Shalom. That's your man on the street. Shalom.
It's QA. It's QA
Email
something.
Shalom. SHALOM at
If it's QA test, I'm on
Quirky.com.
that.
All right, I want to chime in from the chat. We had an anonymous submission from someone in the audience. Rhymes with schmerance. How will ideas accepted at eval that have not been launched look like on 2.0? Will we open
How
projects?
will ideas that are not what? Okay, Terrence, go ahead. Here's a microphone. It's anonymous.
Anonymous.
So,
I don't think that worked.
so,
Just talk it. We're
Say
wasting
it.
too much time.
so the question that we've had from the community is ideas that have been selected at eval that have not been launched on
Yeah.
the website for an influence
Yes.
projects. How will those look like on 2.0?
So they've been picked.
They will not exist.
But they've been picked at eval already.
They will be in your portfolio as
And
a invention.
so that means we will not be opening projects on them.
They won't have product pages.
Projects.
If a partner selects that idea, it's a real product, and we're going to work on it and run development projects. If a partner does not select that idea,
Right.
we will not.
Okay, we have under 10 minutes, so moving on to lighting.
Is this a hard stop at 6?
No, well, kind of. I'm doing Lady on the Street.
Are you? What happened to Shalom?
I don't know.
I
His
can keep
brother's
going.
birthday?
I mean, not that there's anything
keep
wrong with
going
you
if you
doing
have
it. I didn't mean it like that. I didn't.
That's how I took it, obviously. Have you contacted, for GE lighting, okay, have you contacted, we talked about that. What lights are you working on right now for GE?
We need to ask Sully that, but we're working on about 3 or 4 lighting concepts with them right now, early stages. I think, remember the bulb that got chosen at eval that was like a fluorescent tube connected, and you could either throw light up or throw light down? I believe that one has been picked up by GE, I think. There might be another 2, but that one for sure.
Okay, moving on to Harman. Who's heading up the Harman partnership? Sully's in charge of lighting.
Right. The head of the Harman partnership has not been introduced to the community yet. It will likely be someone from the Undercurrent acquisition. We will introduce them to the community promptly.
Okay. Has Harman committed to any of the portfolio headphones yet, or how will the Harman eval happen?
How will the Invention Challenge play into the headphones?
Yes.
I will tell you, they haven't selected any yet, but they're very interested in the concept of selective sound headphones. It's a concept they've been working on for quite a while. They've had this in the works. It's the isophones, I guess, in the shop. They haven't selected to move forward with isophones. They have a similar concept, so we're trying to figure out how to, show them the differences between the two. But yes.
Okay. For the, do you know how many ideas are being brought? Maybe Terrence can answer that, or?
Lauren said, if we didn't get to a virtual launch, our products won't be shown to a Powered by Quirky burner. That's not what I said. Absolutely not what I said, Lauren. I said all ideas, remember, they're all in the book if they're chosen at eval. All those ideas will be shown to the partner after it's on for the category, and whichever ones are picked, we'll run active development projects on. Good, next.
Moving on to Mattel. Any idea how long it might take for Mattel to take an idea they like from approval to being produced?
The toy industry moves pretty fast, but it also plans very far in advance. Often they're working on toys 18 months before they hit the market. but one of the reasons why they partnered with Quirky is because of our ability to bring things to the market fast. So we hope that things get done at Quirky speed, and that is the same hope that the partner shares.
Can you tell us if they have their eyes on any toys right now in our portfolio?
I'll tell you, we went through the book today. There was some excitement. I don't want to get anyone's hopes up, though.
That's fair.
I tell you, of all the partners so far, the book of ideas in toys and baby that came with the partnership, that one's the strongest book of ideas, I think, perhaps.
For Barbie, would Quirky pick an idea that has a potential line, has potential for a product line versus just a singular product?
Yeah,
potentially?
we want those ideas that have more than one SKU attached to them, especially in the line of toys. You know, we always thought we were exciting making 3 products a week at Quirky. We used to go around bang our chest and say, you know, we make 150 products a year. We do 150 products a year. You know how many toys Mattel makes a year? 1,000 new toys every year.
I did not know that.
That is a machine, ladies and gentlemen. We got nothing on those guys.
How is Quirky, picking ideas for eval? How are we able to judge our specific toy submissions, like Barbie, for instance, because we don't know the history or the current lineup of Barbie? Should we really be picking these ideas for eval in partnership with Mattel?
What you're asking is how can you immerse yourself in the brand, the values, the hopes, the promises of our Quirky, Powered by Quirky partners. That is our job. We are building content. We are going to the Mega Bloks factory in Montreal to show you behind the scenes how they build a much more cost-effective version of Lego. We're going to bring you in and let you talk to the Mattel brand teams, the people that run Hot Wheels, the people that run the Barbie brand globally, to help you understand the history of Barbie and all the things that they want Barbie to do. American Girl, how exciting is that going to be?
I'm really
American Girl, they have their own stores, so when you talk about speed, they can get something to stores real quick with American Girl. We're excited about that.
Any idea how many toys Mattel will choose to manufacture in 2015?
I think Mattel wants to have this be a huge partnership. They announced it in their investment call with the analysts. They're making a big deal of this. And I think that should be the indication of how much they expect to get out of it.
But if they're planning for 18 months in advance, then it's fair.
But they're not. I'm just saying traditionally that's what they've done.
Okay.
What they're doing is saying we want Quirky to move at Quirky speed.
Got it.
And that's what we hope to do. But maybe the product launches. We have a couple products to launch this year, a couple products that launch next year, and so on.
Is Mattel what kind of toys is Mattel really interested in? People were asking, are they considering video games, app-enabled toys, puzzles, board games?
So the answer to that is all of the above. And when we say Mattel is our partner in all things toys and baby, we mean it. And so submit whatever you want in those categories. That said, Mattel is going to be what I call challenge heavy. So once we get the new platform up, I think we will have lots of Mattel challenges to really direct your focus into areas they want, which will hopefully increase your chance or hope and ability to impact their work.
When will Brett Kovacs be on the eval panel?
As soon as we recover from his performance at town meeting, which might be a while.
Who's heading up Mattel? Is it also someone from...
A new person, new recruit. Yeah, she's great. She's amazing. She has, yes.
Exciting.
Yeah, she's new to Quirky, but she's new to Quirky. She's got a ton of experience. She has kids of her own, young kids, and she's fantastic. It'd be great.
Okay.
I have more.
We have more. Let's go, Anna.
All right. Here we go from Mark Gray. Can we hear directly from Mattel, like in one of these live sessions? We have you and...
Yes. Let's do it. Let's bring the camera to El Segundo, talk to the brand team, show you what it's like behind the scenes there.
Great.
They might not like that, but...
Okay. Carl
we could ask
Lawson,
them.
is it possible to do a Kickstarter if my idea is accepted by Quirky on 2.0 simultaneously?
Okay, so here's the exciting thing. If you want, you can use all the pre-product evaluation tools that are available in Quirky 2.0 and then leave and go to Kickstarter. And if you don't get funded on Kickstarter, you can come back and submit it to Quirky. Or the other way around. You could do Kickstarter, and if things go well, you can come back to Quirky. So we want to be the invention platform, the tool that helps people create great ideas and surface those ideas. We don't necessarily need to be the only way that you commercialize those ideas, although we do think we're the best, because it'd be weird if we didn't.
Carl Lawson also asked, do ideas have to be geared toward consumers still?
Well, depending upon the partner, right? So I don't think Mattel's going to make a toy that's business to business. Although desk toys are a thing, I guess. Right, Noah? Noah Keating, love that guy. One of the best.
Arthur Wilbur asks, is there any word on the Ascend official release date?
Ascend just got through field testing, and we are working on some IP clearance stuff. And as soon as we feel confident on that, we'll do it. We'll make it happen.
Great. Steve Katz, when would you estimate we would start to be able to influence Powered by Quirky ideas?
Asking about the lack of influence projects open.
Okay, lack of influence projects open. Obviously, we're in a state of transition right now, ladies and gentlemen. But there will be influence projects open for Powered by Quirky partners very soon. I could think of a couple projects that are going to start to come into the map, particularly out of the portfolio that Mattel is going to hopefully choose, and then we'll start running projects again.
Great. Samas asked, on average, how many products will be chosen by the partners for each category?
They will, they would be fools to not select as many products as possible. I mean, if they like the idea and they can make a business case, they're going to pick it. There's no limit to what they can pick. We encourage them to pick as many as possible.
Michael Klockner, have any products been picked up yet?
Like I said, the GE fluorescent light bulb, absolutely. Harman, again, there's still 10 days for them to make their decisions. We haven't had our meeting of the minds yet on the prior ideas, but they did like a couple of ideas for sure.
Cool.
And the last thing is,
How do you get your hair like
how do
that?
I do the hair? Daryl does it for me.
Actually, yeah, we had some comments on the blog about how fresh your hair was looking lately.
Oh,
You got a good
it's
swoop.
from Daryl. It's from Daryl. That's why I always comment on his hair. I'm just jealous. I'm trying to get there.
Oh, what happened to the March 2.0 launch?
So we had the platform really wired up and good to go. We did a bunch of user studies, user experience studies, and we thought that, well, the technology and the process was right. The design of the platform, the skinning of the platform wasn't necessarily intuitive enough. And we went back and we redesigned everything with an outside user experience firm because we felt like we were too close to it and we wanted some fresh eyes on it. And these guys have done a great job, and we will be launching that soon. Anything else, guys?
How long did it take to do your hair?
Oh,
Daryl,
minutes.
Daryl to do your hair.
Yeah, it took Daryl about 2.3 minutes to do my hair.
How early does he have to come over in the morning?
Daryl and I, we hang out around 6, 7 a.m. And we get it together, and then we come into work holding hands.
Let's see, I think that's pretty...
What else do we got? We have to have more.
We went through a lot.
Will voting be more influential? Actually, voting will not be influential at all. Oh, well, when you say influential, I thought you meant will it get you influence. You will not get influence for voting in 2.0. At this moment, it's not impactful. It will be impactful in 2.0 because that will be the deciding factor of whether or not it is a thing or not. Hey, Phil.
How are you going to ensure that gaming isn't employed for...
How would you game the platform? You have to...
During live eval voting, if everyone gets a say.
So everyone gets a say, although I will say one of the tools we have available to us is only allowing a certain demographic to vote. So let's say we are voting on Mattel ideas. I could turn off everyone maybe that doesn't have kids, or turn off anyone but kids. We're doing just a kids vote.
What if you don't want to fill in that kind of demographic information?
Well, then you're going to not have as much weight as the people that did, perhaps. That's fair. Hey, Dan Turk. How are you, buddy? What'd you get at Guilt? You get a deal at Guilt? Yeah? You want shoes? Yeah. What kind of shoes?
And candles.
Yeah? Nice. I like that. I like that.
Who from Harman is going to be at next week's eval?
Oh my God, next week's eval is going to be an absolute amazing thing. If you miss this eval, you're really missing out because this eval is going to have live music, confetti cannons, like crazy stuff. It's going to be a Harman eval to remember. And sitting on the panel will be Harman's, not Mattel, that'd be weird. Sitting on the panel will be Harman's entire executive team, basically.
Wow.
Their head of marketing, their head of technology, their head of headphone division. They're all gonna be on the panel. Like, this is it, baby.
When is
boom,
it?
boom, boom. Next Wednesday at 7 p.m.
Wednesday.
Next Wednesday. Don't think it's Thursday because the eval's Wednesday. Don't think
not
it's Thursday because the eval's Wednesday. What else do we have? They better like my gaming headphones. When do we get the email saying if I made it to eval? Probably not till like the day before. Fluffy says, I sell toys for a living, but have no kids myself, so you're saying my vote won't count. You bring up a very good point, so I redact my statement and call myself an idiot. We will make sure your vote counts.
How much sleep did you get this past weekend?
Let's address the Wink outage. I didn't really get much sleep this weekend, but the team got less sleep. We were in full crisis mode. The hubs had an issue. The issue was, a better issue than it could have been. We caused the issue by having a super secure platform, and a clerical error basically made it so that we thought the certificate was a 10-year certificate and it was a 1-year certificate. The good thing is the security provisions we put in place locked people's houses down so you and your family were safe. The bad thing is we couldn't let you connect and control your home anymore. So we immediately sprang into action and do what we do best, which is take care of customers. We sent out an email, we fixed the problem, we took all the hubs out of the channel, put them back into the channel. We're back in retail already 4 days after the issue. I mean, it was an absolutely amazing turnaround time by the team. Wink is an incredibly complex technology. There's a lot of variables, and we messed up, but we fixed it. And
got a shout out to the customer service team.
yeah, I mean, Schenectady, New York, baby. Those guys up there in Schenectady, 50 plus of the best and brightest. These aren't your typical customer service people that read a
There's
script.
like 100 of them.
100?
I think so.
I think there's 50.
Okay.
At the holiday season, I think there's 100, but I think there's 50 employees, and they absolutely, like, they don't read a script. They treat each customer uniquely. They went through these issues, and there was no script for something like this. This was a complete unique situation, and they handled it like a champ. And I'm so proud of the way the team responded, but at the same time, incredibly ashamed and embarrassed by the fact that it even happened.
That might be it.
I think we're okay, guys. We're going to do this once a month.
Yep.
I think we'll also do some partner Q&As, like specific around, like, this is a Harman Q&A with the Harman team, maybe. Hey, Justin, how are you? Do you think we can do a Harman Q&A before eval, like sometime on Wednesday?
Who would you like to?
Like with the executive team, like so me and,
Maybe not the executive team,
but like Russ and IP and,
maybe some folks from their headphones division as they will be in the office.
yeah.
I wouldn't be able to 100% commit until maybe tomorrow, but it's a possibility.
It's a possibility. It's a possibility. How will you prevent what from happening again? Oh, the hub thing? Trust me, this will never happen again. This was a huge shout out. What? Okay, go ahead.
I have an idea. Could it be Thursday after eval?
Could it be Thursday after eval? That'd be like a really, like, energy's up here, and then maybe. Anyway, we'll talk to Harman about it. I think that's a cool idea. So, Aaron, you're going on the street tonight. Where are you going?
We're going to Washington Square Park.
Washington Square Park.
Yeah.
Will there be drugs involved?
Not by me or
Okay.
my team.
All right.
We might,
Dan's saying maybe.
I can't speak for Dan.
Okay.
He's not on my team here. at
Okay,
Quirky.
got it. So you're going to Washington Square Park, and what do you hope to hear in Washington Square Park?
You know what? I haven't even really. I'm kind of just gonna fly by the seat of my pants. I think that's when
Is
I
this
operate
your first
best.
time on the street? No, you went to that art thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
It's my
funny.
second time, so. Learning.
Who is this? A private label? Oh, Staples and Walgreens. Yes, those are great companies. Why aren't the 3D printers running? I don't know. No, they often do nightly builds, so
They take a long
it's
time.
not that. Zoli said, "Could we do a Reddit style Ask Me Anything? So it could be asynchronous. Can't always make a certain time." That's fair. Then we have to write things, which is hard for people that did 8th grade twice and dropped out of college. Okay. Michael Popper said, "Trust you. How will it be prevented from happening again?" This is about IoT adoption. You are absolutely right. The way it can happen again is we do a ton of automated testing at Wink. Our automated tests catch pretty much everything, and we have a 10-plus person QA team down at Wink. The thing our automated testing structure does not do right now is test our security certificates and their validity. And we are going to expand our automated testing to cover our security certificates, and that way it won't happen again. Hopefully that answers your question. Otherwise, trust me, or don't. Okay, I appreciate that. To our Russian friend, thank you. What do they say? Strovia, yeah, right? Yeah, something like that. Okay, thanks guys. We will be back in exactly 48 minutes for an incredible, memorable, transformative, provocative, and informative, did I say that already? Product evaluation.
Informative, provocative, and
Informative. Product, tweet that. Product evaluation. I appreciate it. Thank you. And I appreciate everything you guys do for us. All right. Over and out. See you tonight.